It's some time.
Why is equator hot but poles are cold?
Because equator likes hot burgers and poles like cold burgers.
Nah. Firstly, around the equator, sun rays hit the ground at a 90-degree angle. Hence, more solar energy falls per unit area, thus making equator hot. However, near the poles, since sun rays hit the ground at a lower angle, the rays spread, causing less energy to fall per unit area, thus making poles cooler. Secondly, due to the Earth's axial tilt, poles don't receive sunlight for many months during the year, thus worsening the situation. Thirdly, as sunlight takes a long path to reach the poles, it has to deal with a greater number of atmospheric particles, which result in more absorption and scattering of sunlight. Thus, less sunlight reaches the poles. Lastly, snow at the poles reflects 75 to 95% of sunlight, which is much more as compared to that reflected by the land around the equator. Topic: human tongue. Why does our tongue stick to a frozen pole?
Maybe our tongue has a magnet in it.
No! Our tongue is always covered with saliva, which is about 99% water. During cold weather, heat from our warm blood is regularly supplied to our tongue, preventing the saliva from freezing. Now, a metal pole is a very good conductor of heat. That is, it conducts heat very easily.
Aw, it's so kind-hearted.
Oh, just listen. During cold weather, the metal pole becomes frozen and does not have heat in it. Hence, when we keep our warm tongue on the frozen pole, it draws heat from our tongue faster than the blood can replenish it. Due to lack of heat, the saliva freezes and forms ice, causing the tongue to stick to the frozen pole. Topic: taste buds. Why mint tastes cold?
Maybe because it is manufactured in Antarctica.
Not at all. Wait, I'll explain. Our tongue is actually a muscle which consists of many taste buds or receptors.
Are they similar to my earbuds?
Nah. When foods having flavors such as sweet, salty, sour, bitter, or umami come in contact with these taste receptors and activate them, they send signals to the brain, telling us their taste. However, when we eat mint, it feels or tastes cold. This is because mint contains a compound called menthol. Menthol does not activate the taste receptors, but instead, it activates the cold-sensing receptors in our tongue. Hence, these receptors send messages to our brain signaling cold. As a result, the brain thinks that something cold is present in our mouth, thus making mint taste cold. Topic: latent heat of vaporization. Why do wet clothes feel cold?
Because... I don't know.
It is because of latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is the amount of heat energy required to change a unit mass of liquid into vapor. Now, the value of latent heat of vaporization of water is very high.
Is it higher than Mount Everest?
No. The latent heat of vaporization of water is about 22.6 times 10 to the 5th joules per kilogram.
Oops, this means it is smaller.
Oh, please listen. This means only 1 kilogram of water requires 22.6 times 10 to the 5th joules of heat energy to change to vapor. Now, when we wear wet clothes, the water present in them absorbs quite a lot of latent heat from our body and evaporates into the atmosphere, making us feel cold.